So I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to go live any moment now. So we're going to go game 2. Yeah, I mean, I think just now when I've just had my break there, I realised I was a bit blasé there with my style. Really, you know, I think I went a bit rushing too sort of aggressively with my kernel up there, maybe. So yeah, I certainly feel I was a bit sort of lackadaisical with my style and strategy. Really, I mean, I didn't really sort of put much thought into sort of locating his big guns early enough, really. I think I sort of went rushing in too aggressive. That was a bit more aggressive than my sort of usual style, you know. So I shall have to be a bit more cautious, I think, now, rather than go sort of so gung-ho like that. I mean, that was the first player that I played sort of lower or around my ranking for quite a while, so it's a shame on that one. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say as well, anyone that may have noticed from one of the other games, when I think it was the third game of day 23 perhaps, or no, third game of 22, I played a platinum player, ended up losing 15 points, and I only lost 6 points yesterday against a gold colonel, so I'm not sure how I managed to lose 15 against a platinum player. Anyone that knows why, feel free to let me know about that. Okay, so a silver captain now, so you know, I gotta start thinking now that I should be able to do this. Well, what I'm doing as well is I'm thinking after if I get another loss here, then I may change things, because it's not working out for and I'm sort of big downward spiral at the moment, so I need to sort of look to change, really. Otherwise I may find myself not getting anywhere, and I might need to change back to a more traditional setup. Oh no, we're going to get connection problems now. Alright, well, let me go with my old way then, and just, yeah, let me sort of go how I used to go. Put a bit of pressure down these flanks here, and see what I can achieve with this captain as a first port of call, because you know that was what I was doing previously, and what I may do is, yeah, just start to sort of support them this time, the captain, so that if I got a bomb down there, then I'm sort of ready to go. Yeah, alright, well that's alright then. So I'm going to start to sort of just do this, sort of chip away down these areas, not move pieces that I don't need to, you know, and try and use that as a bit of a stalling tactic, you know. Alright, well, yeah, what I can do is I'll just move this lieutenant across first, because I can use this scout here. I'll use this lieutenant to get rid of that. But yeah, I think I feel already a bit more confident just with this style now. So I mean, I guess he could be coming in exchange in there. But let me test this one as well. I mean, it's unlikely that that's going to be a bomb, but I've got to be careful, I guess. So alright, so what I'll do is, I mean, okay, so that's fine. So alright, so what I may do then is I'll sort of look to now just move this up here. If he comes in for the captain, I'll sort of bring the colonel down. I'll bring the colonel over, I should say. And then perhaps, yeah, I'll just get my marshal up here, and then if the worst comes to the worst, I'm covered, you know. Alright, so he's got his captain there. You see, I mean, potentially what I could be doing here, really, or I should do, is make sure first thing I do is get a colonel and my spy and my marshal here, really, I think. Just leave this here like this. If I can get the spy here, you know, I can sort of cover both bases there, obviously, you know. Alright, so now he knows that captain's there. Alright, well, I guess I can kind of just start to shuffle out here because he's probably going to come in, yeah. Let's just see what he does there. I mean, I should realistically, now I've said that, I should try and do that. Alright, well, he's coming in there, so I've got to go there then, and I mean, he's going to get taken there. What I'll do is I'll sort of put pressure on it with this, on this one with the sergeant, because that's what I was going to do anyway. I was going to come in here, so I can salvage that then. Let's pull that back. Sort of threat on that. I mean, he, you know, he might just cover himself with the captain. Yeah, all right. Okay, so just got to be careful now. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do, is try and get the spy up there, just in case he does come down with a marshal, you know. So what's the numbers saying? So I'm up on him a Louis and a sergeant, so we know that that's a captain. Hi everyone that comes and joins, welcome back. I hope my stream's going out live there. Alright, so he's now going back there. So let's see, I mean, he didn't reveal on that. Alright, so he's making sure when he sort of does do things that he does them with low pieces, so that's something I need to be aware of. I wonder if I can sort of salvage this. I mean, he's probably going to look to test things anyway. And hopefully he'll sort of go down again. He may start to reveal on that general though, you see. Well, I'll take it, the exchange thing, because I am up a Louis on him, yeah, so that's a wise thing to do really. I need to start being more aware of doing that as well, rather than sort of running wild and stuff, you know. Just, you know, look at the numbers a bit more in advance, and okay, so I just want to be cautious here then. Let's see here, let's try and sort of put a bit of threat on this then. Now that was a captain, so again there's an exchange available there. He's going to come down there or across. So if I bring him down, I can maybe sort of come up with this major here. I mean, he does know that that's a captain anyway, so I guess again I could do an exchange or do a reveal. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should sort of do these exchanges just to sort of eliminate things a little bit in my favour. I mean, I'm not up a captain on him, but if I can sort of keep my advantages for the time being, yeah. So I mean, he's got this sort of Louis, he's got this, I've got this sergeant and Louis on him now. So okay, well, I guess what I could do is, yeah, let's use a sergeant then to test. But I do need to get a win on the board today because there's too many losses now for me, for my liking. And obviously for you guys, when you do come and watch, then it's going to be better for you, you know, to see me winning, you know, and to just get the, hopefully the satisfaction with me of winning. Alright, so he's now looking to do that, so let me again sort of put threat here. I mean, I'm doubting that it's going to be his marshal. Alright, so I mean, I guess I could sort of take it with the colonel, but just in case this is a big gun here, I guess I've got to test this. Yeah, now sort of test this now, just to get a fix on it, because I mean, if it's a big gun, oh right, okay, well, I mean, I could potentially pin that then. Maybe sort of try and lure him. I do need to get a fix on this as well. We've got a Louis advantage, yeah, alright. So what happened there was that I didn't sort of lose too much, so that's alright. So let's see here if I can sort of put pressure on this major. Sort of pin it a bit, maybe lure out another one of his scouts, and then I'm gonna go again with this sergeant, you know, because I've got the sergeant and the Louis advantage now, so I need to sort of make use of that. Let's see here, which likelihood. Okay, well, I'll let that sort of sit, because I mean, he may be coming into test on that. He's not got any Louis. Okay, and then yeah, I mean, I guess I'll be slightly cautious. He's not got any Louis, so you know, I mean, if I'm going to get a reveal on a captain, I guess I should sort of maybe go up with a major behind this Louis. To at least establish what's going on. I can't even remember if he's got a fix on this Louis or not. Alright, so we've got another one pinned down there. So alright, well, let me go then and sort of press with this. Alright, so now he is coming in with his colonels, so we've got a reveal on a colonel there. So okay then, well, let me try and sort of force him. I don't think he knows what this is. So alright, well, he's now trying to sort of protect it with something. Alright, okay, well, that's fine then. So that's what I wanted to do, is either sort of flush out a scout, let's see what he had here. Alright, so that's another one of his sergeants biting the dust, so that's good. So alright, well, that sort of worked for me there. So let's see if he's going to sort of fall for any of this here. And I'm just going to sort of bring this captain out again now then. I mean, he does know my general though, so I believe, no, actually he didn't. Oh no, he knows it's moved. Yeah, he knows it's moved, so I've got to be careful about it. So okay, what's he likely to have there, I wonder? I mean, I'm starting to think that those sort of pieces over there are going to be like miners and stuff anyway, and I've got this Louis, but we're going to see. I mean, it might, yeah, he's sort of maybe coming up with a captain there, so I don't believe his sort of marshal's going to be there. I guess what I could do is try and squeeze the net with my marshal, start to bring it over. Maybe even my spy up. Okay, so yeah, he's got a captain there, and something else. so we've got his captain there. So we've got one colonel there. I mean, this is likely to be a minor. So, I mean, what I may do is sort of just look to pin this here. Yeah, he's sort of trying to get a fix on that, so I'm just going to move that out of the way. And we may get something walking into a trap here or a minor. Yeah, okay, so that's alright. Excuse me. So I just need to be a bit cautious though that I'm not sort of going to pin myself in too much. But what I may start to do is start to move around then for that colonel. Because I've got a feeling he's going to have... Alright, so that was a captain. Oh no, it was a major, wasn't it? Yeah. And he knows what that is anyway, so I guess I just want to sort of tuck in a little bit, I guess. See what he's going to do here. He knows that that one's just a sergeant, so I'm just going to sort of pull it back into the game, into the defence a little bit, and maybe it might sort of confuse him later. I might try and sort of bring it round this way. Oh, hi two of you watching there. Good to see you. This game's going a little bit better than last time. I think we sort of had a captain there, didn't we? I haven't sort of gone over here for a while. And what I want to do is to try and squeeze a net on that, on that colonel. He has got 3 scouts left. I may start to sort of bring my general around there, because I do want to sort of try and get on that colonel and pin it. Without sort of being revealed. Now he's probably sort of looking to come in for that colonel now, so I better sort of start to look to just be careful with it, you know, and maybe sort of cover. And I think what I may do is sort of try and tuck it in here for the time being, and come over with this, try and work out what he's got coming in. Now I am up a captain actually as well, so that's probably worth my while to do. It's not going to be the end of the world. And at least, yeah, this time I just feel like I'm just sort of playing it a bit more sensibly, I guess is the word. So yeah, this is what I want to do now, is to try and sort of come in on that. He's now sort of given me the opportunity to do it. So I just want to sort of keep the marshal towards that side, but I may sort of move in here now. I mean, I wonder if he's going to come down there anyway. He looks as though he's sort of moving away, because I mean, I don't believe that to be the spy or the marshal there anyway, so I think what we'll do is we'll look to sort of close in on this colonel here, because I mean, I've got a feeling these other guns are around the other side, you see, so I'm going to take the risk here. Let's move out with this one, but I've got to be a little bit careful. Let's see if he's going to maybe sort of not take the bluff. Okay, so he's not taking a, he's not thinking it to be a bluff, so Alright, well, I mean, do I need to sort of risk that? I guess. Well, I mean, it's a captain, so I'm not too concerned, and I've got the captain up. Oh no, I'm evens now on captains. So we can now sort of get this at least. Actually, he does know that that's a colonel, doesn't he? But I mean, if it's the marshal, then he may still be suspicious of it being covered by the spy. So let's see what's going to happen here. I mean, I guess the other option is that he has got his marshal covering this. Colonel, but I don't believe. Well, I mean, what can I do? I've got to take the risk, haven't I? I mean, he could have the spy and the marshal here. Right, no, okay, so he hasn't. So all right, well, so then I mean, the likelihood of. All right, okay, so actually, yeah, he's just moved over with this colonel, hasn't he? He's now sort of coming in there. Now this is moved here, but I think what I may do is just sort of pull back a bit. Just sort of take it easy. Alright, okay, so he's now, yeah, I've got to be careful obviously here. Get my defences back in, because I've got this colonel up on him, so... Alright, so he had a scout there. Alright, so... I guess, yeah, what I've got to do first is really just sort of start to think about that. If the spy, if the marshal does start coming in here now, okay, well, yeah, I guess I've got to do it this way if he's going to sort of come in for that. But I now need to start getting this defense back in play here now. Essentially, I've got to get my marshal down there, haven't I, really, and just get him covering my flag. Perhaps some sort of two colonels up above, but this is not bad now. So, alright, well, I can get this captain out here now. And then I need to get this general back now. Try and get that in. I mean, obviously he could be coming down with a marshal there. So what's the best way for me to get through here? Let me just sort of bring this now. Get this here now. And then now if I sort of come over here, and hopefully move that way. Yeah, that's fine. Get this captain out. Let's see, he's going to have to move the colonel then. Okay, well, he's letting me have the colonel, but I mean, he could be in there with his general or his marshal, couldn't he? So he's got me on the 2 square rule as well. So what I've got to do is hope that I can maybe bluff him. But if he gets me on the 2 square rule, then I'm not going. Yeah, I mean, there's a potential there that he's just going to come in on one of the 2 colonels. I mean, he doesn't know that this second one is a colonel at this point. Ah, right. So he's now doing the exchange there. So that's a shame. Well, I mean, I guess I can sort of do that before. Oh no, actually he could come down for this spy though, couldn't he? That's a point. Yeah, this is the only problem about sort of going after that colonel here, is that I've sort of now, obviously my two big guns are now around the other side. I wonder if he sort of bluffed me here. I mean, if he goes for this colonel, at least if it's the marshal, well, it could be the general though, couldn't it? Yeah. Alright, well, I need to sort of get a fix on what that is there, because if that is the marshal, then, I mean, would he sort of lotto, really? I'm not sure. And I mean, at this point in the game, would he really bluff? I doubt it. I think he's coming in. I mean, I guess it must be the marshal then, if he... Oh no, it's the general. Well, I mean, I guess at least he's not sort of lottoing. I mean, I'm hoping he'll sort of lotto. Oh no, he's now gonna go that way. Oh no, dear, oh dear, what a shame. Excuse me. Well, yeah, I mean, this is now where I'm thinking, look, I've got to change my setup back to a more traditional one, because I mean, it's just too hard to, it seems too hard to defend there, really. You know, I should have, yeah, I mean, I was trying to get my general back there, wasn't I? So, well, yeah, I think that's what's going to be the case on my next game then, guys. I'm sort of going to have to go back to a normal traditional setup and just see where that goes from there. At least I can sort of try and do more stuff. I think it's going to be more difficult for them. But anyway, it was a good one. It was a good one. I just ended up with that setup letting me down there. So I'm going to have a break again. Oh, actually, I keep forgetting to send this tweet out. Have another break. Come back fresh again. And no retreat, no surrender. We go again. We go back for more. And we keep up the good fight. Alright, so I'll see you again in about another 20 minutes to half an hour. Okay, see ya. Bye.